Good evening, everybody. I'm going to try to make this quicker. I just tried to record this and it was 18 minutes long, so we're redoing it. Awesome update on the trailer. What do you guys think of that color? I got just the one side done, but it has two coats on it, and I love this color. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm working on the roof also. So let me just go over the paint that I put on there. This here is called, the color of it is Willow Brush, and it is from Watertight, which is a Menards. I don't know, that's where I got it from. Mold and mildew proof waterproofing paint for concrete and masonry. Now I know what you're thinking, what the heck? Well, concrete and masonry is a real rough surface, and that there says that it's like 15-year guarantee. So I thought, you know what, paint is pretty much paint. This is a nice rough texture. Of course, now I just got it all dirty. This is a nice rough texture, and let's do it. So I like the fact that it's a waterproof type paint and it's mold and mildew resistant, which is awesome. Now for the roof, I did a whole bunch of research. Metal roof, polycarbonate roof or something like that. I can't even remember. I looked at a bunch of stuff. The only thing that intrigued me was the roll of roofing, but that was $80 for a 100-foot roll. I need 8 feet. So I did what I thought was the next best thing, and we're going to try it out, and hopefully it works. Somebody suggested this. It's called White Elastomeric Roof Coating. Once again, mildew resistant, lowers the roof temperature. I think this stuff is supposed to cover when you put that roll of stuff on there, but we're going to try it out. I used about a third of that so far with 2 heavy coats, and I intend on putting in all of it on there, so I probably got 4 more coats to put on. And I'll climb up there and show you guys, but yeah, so let's go up there and check it out. I've done 2 coats. The first one was lighter, this one is heavier, as you can tell, and it's drying. You can see a little bit of dry spots. Now I put the first coat on, then I painted the side, and then I went back up and I just put that second coat on, and between the first coat and the second coat, the roof felt, oh, that's pretty sad. Look at that little bug, got stuck in there. The roof felt way different. It felt, this is like a liquid rubber, and when I hopped up on the roof the second time, I could tell it felt, I'm not going to say more rigid, but almost like bouncy, or not. I don't know really how to explain it, but there's a difference there. I imagine it's kind of how you feel if you walked on top of your RV roof. It's kind of floaty or whatever. So 2 coats. This one's heavier to fill a little bit of the areas here. Like I said, I got 4 more coats, so I'm imagining by the time I'm done, this gap is going to be about level, I'm assuming. And it'll seal all this up. And if I have a problem, I'll just put a little caulking on there, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to be like my fix-all. This stuff is awesome. So even, I don't know, dense, that's what it felt like. It felt very dense. I changed all these screws. I pulled them all out, and I just got 1 5/8" sheetrock screw, coarse thread. I put them all on there, and then as I painted, I painted over the brackets so they blend in, but I'm leaving the silver because I just love the silver and black. It just looks kind of retro, especially with those windows, so I'm really happy with it. Yeah. Today I had a family function, and my Uncle Johnny watches these videos, and he said, hey, they're considered, what I found them as, it's like a decorative corner, and he's like, it would work perfect. We were able to find them on Amazon. He showed me some that were on Amazon. I ran to Menards, and the only thing that they had were smaller ones that would only go about halfway on here, and they're brass, and they were more for like a not rounded square corner. The ones he showed me actually had like a round look to them. So I'm still on the hunt. I'm gonna try Home Depot, and if all else fails, I'll just order them online. But for right now, that silicone will work decent enough. I got to do a little bit of cleanup work in some spots, but it's still very soft. So once it hardens, I'll give it another silicone, and then eventually I'll get that cap on there. But I really love this paint. I wanted to go with something lighter so that it doesn't attract a ton of sunshine. So really happy with that. Right now it's about midnight, maybe 12:30, and I gotta go in and go to bed because tomorrow I'm meeting with the guy from work, and he has air conditioners, and they're not the roof style. They're just regular in-window air conditioners, but they're 110 volt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy one from him. I'm gonna mount it right here, and it's gonna benefit me in a few ways. I'm gonna get more tongue weight. Right now, this thing is, even with that battery on there, not super heavy on the tongue side. And when I rebuilt it, those wheels were previously perfectly in the center, and the tongue was a lot shorter. So I moved those back 16 inches and extended the tongue, which is now I think 5 feet, and it still is that light. Just kind of a decently balanced trailer. So the air conditioner on the front will give me a little more tongue weight, which is good for towing, within reason. And I'm going to put it down there. I want to see one more thing here. Change it. I'm looking at that LED light in there. I don't think so. Anyways, so let me walk around here and just give you guys a peek on the inside what it's going to look like. So the air conditioner is going to be down low because although most of the times when you're camping, it cools off at night, there's nothing more miserable than when you're just sweating and laying there and you know there's nothing you can do, so you just try to accept it. I want an air conditioner that, just plug into 110. It'll be so simple. So I'm gonna mount it right on the bottom. I figure we'll sleep with our heads that way, so it'll just, I can adjust the vent, but it'll just sit right there. And then I'm gonna build in cabinets, one on this side right here, one on this side right here. That way you don't bang your head on them, and they'll come down maybe 1.5 feet or so, and they'll just be a little bit more shallow, but it'll be nice. And the nice part is they'll swing open, and you can grab stuff out of there while you're standing outside. And the only last thing I want to show you guys is I picked up some chain. Got some chain right here. I got some hooks, and I got a piano hinge right there. And what that's for is I'm going to take one of these boards. I'm going to put the 2x2s around the edges and paint it to match. And it's going to sit at about 36 inches. So right here, let's sit right here, and it'll be on a hinge, and the chains will hold it, and it'll flip up and flip down. And this is good because a person can use that essentially as like counter space. And I'm thinking, put a stove there. You can just store stuff there. So I got that for now. I'm gonna give it a try in the one. If this one works good, I got the same exact size one. So we'll have one here, and one here, or one here, and one on the other side. I have yet to decide. I want one on here so that when we go drive in with it, I can see, does it bounce off and open up, or what happens. So yeah, as far as the roof rack, I still have to design it. I'm waiting. I'm gonna get that roof done, then I'll build the rack and screw it down and silicone around it. And yes, so that's really an update. This one's a little bit shorter, which is nice, but I just love that color, guys. When this thing is done, it's gonna look sharp. Right, it's obviously homemade, and I love that. I didn't want to smooth out any of this plywood. It has all these imperfections in it. I wanted to leave it like that so that someone can actually look at it and say, you know what, that's a homemade camper. And I think that person did a decent job. You know, like, it looks pretty good. Everybody I showed the pictures to at work and family today were all like, well, that's cool. So I'm proud of it. I'm really proud of it. But all right, I'm out. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.